Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. We're gonna start by shooting the silver eye switch that's blatantly obvious. In the last episode, however I do my intros, I don't remember anymore, we began searching the Fire Temple to free the Gorons and help Darunia. This time, we're going to be continuing to do just that. By shooting that silver eye switch, we give ourselves access, finally, to the dungeon map. I think that's going to make getting around a lot easier for me, because in the last episode, I was struggling an awful lot. I was struggling an awful lot with following my notes, so yeah. Okay. In here, there's this brick that we're gonna walk along, but once we jump on there, you're gonna have to be fast. Because there's this terrifying, kind of slowly moving wall of fire. These bubbles also jump at points where you are most likely to want to jump, including right here again. Or not. Okay, never mind. They tried to juke you out by getting you to go on those platforms. I want to get to the other side here, and wow, that is going slowly. I was on the other side of the room before it was halfway across. Maybe it isn't that scary. In here, we are now on the upper level of the Rolling Boulders maze room. There's torch slugs up here, which we can get rid of easily, thank God. Why thank God? God had nothing to do with it. That thing was defenseless. What do you want, Navi?
Link, I hear Goron voices down below.
Okay. Good for you? Happy for you? Obviously bombable floor. It's not often you see bombable floors in these games. It's usually walls, so we're getting creative here. Okay. Link, you had every opportunity to continue your forward momentum and grab that grate, and you chose not to, so sure, man. Do what you want. This brings us to the Goron cell that we saw in the last episode, but weren't able to get to. And it also gives us a pretty enormous shortcut. It's pretty good. Hello?
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a tip for rescuing me. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop. That's all I have to tell you.
Every time they mention the bomb flowers by calling it the Goron special crop, which I'm pretty sure is in literally every piece of dialogue from the Gorons here, it just sounds like they're talking about weed or something. Like, it doesn't sound like they're talking about bombs. When you're calling something your special crop, I'm going to assume it's illicit material, at least to some extent. Anyway. Oh, the torch slug's back. Great. Just what I needed today. That one took 3 hits. They're taking an inconsistent amount of hits to take out, and that's bothering me more than anything. Anyway, there is a switch in this room that we've seen a couple times while our camera has been moving about however it feels. And we want to get over to it. We can see that is most likely the cell that it's going to unlock, so we're actually going to just kill this torch slug from here. Make it easier for ourselves later. Even though, apparently, those take 4 arrows. Jeez. That is a lot of arrows for one enemy. Anyway. Want to very carefully make our way over here. Killing you too, buddy. Don't think you're safe. Just because you're white. And now I want to jump over here to the switch. And we're going to run back to that cage now. It's not timed. For some reason, I'm treating it like it's timed, and I feel really tense, and I'm not talking. And that's what I do when timed things come up. It's not timed. He's free to go now.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. If you find a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina.
Genuinely a helpful reminder, because I do often forget about things like the Scarecrow song. So, yeah, not bad. Alright, we're going to head back towards the entrance of this room with that hint in mind. Navi has flown off to the middle of nowhere. There's a place for us to play the Scarecrow song here. Somewhere. Apparently not here. Okay, up there, I guess? Do I need to be facing it exactly? Apparently so. This game is awfully finicky with where you need to be standing to play songs most of the time, which is a common complaint that I've heard, and one I agree with, because it can get ridiculous sometimes how finicky it is. That will bring us up here, and we can then use the hook shot to get over to this platform, which is a elevator. I've never actually done this before. I've never been up here. So, that's fun. Okay, what's in here? I'm not looking at my notes. I'm going to assume it's self-explanatory enough without them. Maybe it won't be and I'll need to look, but... Okay, gold Skulltula, that's good. Love a gold Skulltula. No, I don't. It's a spider. I should be incarcerated for even implying that I have any positive feelings about gold Skulltulas. I don't. Climb up here now. What's through here? Ooh. How have I never seen this? This feels like a big room to miss. Gold Skulltula right here. Alright. I've definitely been in here because I know I've gotten all the Skulltulas before. I guess I was probably like following a walkthrough super closely or something, but already this feels like it's going to be a more memorable experience than any previous playthrough of this dungeon has been for me. Okay, I see the game here. We need to use this to get up here and then continue along that way. Okay. I definitely didn't make it in time that time, but I can give this another shot. Okay, camera, work with me. Thank you. Got it. What's in here? Huge rupee! Okay. Those are rare. Okay. Oh, the firewall doesn't come back either. That's good, because I'm pretty sure I made it there at literally the exact last second. No thank you. Don't want to fall down there, I just want to look. Okay. That is the room with that narrow bridge, I think. I'm jumping down. I'm pretty sure this is a shortcut to where I need to be next anyway. Oh, and it auto-corrected me to jump into the bridge. That's good. That's nice game design. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Alright, we're back in the room with the moving fire, which is where we need to be. I'm caught up with my notes now. That's good. I've had a memorable experience in the fire temple today. That's good. I genuinely did not know there was something like a huge rupee in here. That's genuinely a rare reward. You don't see that often in this or any Zelda game, really, so yeah, I'll take it. This time we want to stop halfway through the maze to reach this locked door. And at the very end of this hallway is another big room. Okay, cool. Down there.
You can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Darunia?
Well, we did need to find a room that was directly above that according to a Goron, so I guess we found the right place. However, there's nothing we can do to move the pillar down from here, even if we were to throw a bomb into the middle of it, which that is the pillar there in the center. It wouldn't start moving down or anything, so we still have to find our way to something that will be able to push that downwards. Down here, we are going to go right. That's not right. That's left. I didn't do the finger L's with my hand, so I couldn't tell what direction that was. In here, this invisible maze with all these firewalls. This sucks. I do not appreciate this as a mechanic, but yeah. Going this way, we can get through here to reach another big chest. In here, we can get the compass. Did I call it that in my notes? I'm trying to read quickly to check. Alright. I did not call it the compass in my notes, so that one is not the compass, that is just a compass. My notes dictate what is and is not a compass. This door is a fake. That boulder just scared the shit out, like it stunned me into silence. Okay. You can tell these are fake because they stick out of the wall, so keep that in mind, and you can easily break them with a bomb. Yeah. Alright, we can go around that way to get to the left side of the room now, and there's another fake door. There's no reason to actually blow these up, it's just wasting your bombs, because they aren't harming you unless you try to open them, but just to lessen the risk of me thinking it's a little funny to get hurt by them, I guess. Wow, that let me go in like a perfect diagonal. I'll take it, man. Even if I end up embarrassing myself by hitting 2 firewall. Okay, I thought it was on a timer and it was just gonna go to the next mouth on the other side of the statue, but nope. It was in response to me doing what I was doing that it did that. That's fine. I just want some recovery hearts, man. I like when I see the bar at full health. That does bring me something a little interesting to talk about. I haven't been talking much about pre-release stuff, just because there is an overwhelming amount of pre-release stuff for Ocarina of Time, but there is evidence to suggest that even close to release, the Master Sword was able to fire off sword beams if you were at full health.
Listen.
I'm kind of glad they cut this, because I feel like it would have made the Master Sword too overpowered, but it's interesting that that was a thing. In here, there's a Goron.
Please, don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomachache. You'll be sorry.
Yeah, so if you talk to them before freeing them, they are too scared to talk to you, and we don't really have a way of freeing this guy quite yet, so we're just gonna move on. We'll be back for him. And now we're on a different invisible fire maze, because you can never have too many of them. Okay, I changed my mind. You can't have too many of them if there are keys in them. I hate these guys. I hate keys. Okay. In this room, this firewall maze is a little more egregious because it is everywhere. We need to go around the left side since we know that is only reacting to where we are. And there's this switch. I'm gonna see if I remember the correct order to go in. That will get rid of that giant firewall of death, but we still have to make our way around, and I did not remember. I think I remember now, at least, though. Maybe? We'll see. Maybe I don't. Who knows? Yes, I do. We can just go straight through here. Okay. Stock up on recovery hearts, bombs, whatever you need from these pots, because we are about to be facing our first mini-boss. Let's go in. Okay. So I did fall for it once, but that's fine. There's a real door behind the fake door. Our first mini-boss has a cool-ass laugh. Flare Dancer. Extinguish its flaming clothes first. To do that, we are going to place a bomb and wait for it to start dancing at us. Or skating is the better word. Okay. We finally hit it. That's good. After you do that, it will start running. You can use the bow to shoot it. I also love the noises it makes when it's extinguished. However, the bow isn't really effective. You aren't going to do too much damage to it with this, even though I hit it more than I ever would with the sword. It's hard to hit this thing with the sword, for the record. However, the bombs aren't even the most efficient way to get it out of that. The hook shot easily is, because we can use the hook shot even while it's already dancing. Yeah. Pretty good. We don't have a super consistent way of dealing with damage to this thing yet. We will later, but fat load of good that's gonna do us when we're fighting it now, I suppose. Eventually, it'll change color. This means it will eventually start shooting blue flames while it's spinning like that. Whereas the orange flames just stay in place, the blue ones will sort of just disperse around the room. Okay, I did some effective damage with the sword there. That was nice. For the most part, since it's so easy to get the core out of the body with the hook shot, the spinning and the changing color is really just an indicator of how much damage you've done, so just use it as such. And it's dead. It will blow up after you kill it, like a Dodongo. No relation, though, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's related. The Dodongos have evolved to just become a tiny rock, and it only took 7 years. That's pretty impressive. All right. In here, we have yet another crystal switch. We don't want to press it just yet because it's, again, going to be that kind of puzzle where, oh, we just need to push a bomb down below us and then run. So, second verse, same as the first, I guess. We're going to throw a bomb down there, run over here so we're next to the thing we need to be next to, and we'll climb up. I don't know why they just put, like, basically a repeat of that same room from earlier. This is a less complicated version of it. You'd think they'd have you go through this one first, but nope. All right. Now that we're in here, that's going to be all for today. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to progress through even more of the Fire Temple, hopefully finding a way to actually get to Darunia in that room with the giant pillar. See you guys then.